Could you give us your view on today's game? Was it 2 points dropped?
It was very open. You know, probably disappointing at times in our quality in the final third, and we've just spoke about that. But I think, from our point of view, we want to try and arrest runs of defeats as soon as possible. And so far, we've managed to do it. We've only lost, you know, one game at a time. So any result was what we wanted today. And I think a bit more quality in the final third. We may have snuck 3 points. I think the results are fair. A point for both teams is fair. But you know, it's disappointing not to win any game. But I think from our point of view, we'll take the point today.
You managed to sign Josh Scott back for the club, a United legend. How did you persuade him to come back?
I actually met Josh in the summer. I met him, his partner, and they're little in the summer, and Dell came with me, and we thought we'd managed to persuade him. But listen, Josh is a class act, and he wants to play at the highest level possible. So we knew he wasn't playing. We know he's not fit. You know, even today he's played 15, 20 minutes, and he was blowing at the end. But he's a class act, and if he needs to use us to go and play higher again, then that's fine by us. But I think we can see already he'll bring some class to the table, and he's a good lad, and he loves the club, and we're delighted to have him.
Competition for places is now at its strongest for a long time. How are you going to keep everyone happy?
I think winning games is the key to that, if I'm honest. You know, I think we've tried to give people an opportunity. We did that when we played Havant. We made 6 changes that night. And I think the boys, for the first time in a long time, know they've got to play well to keep their shirt. And that's quite powerful, you know. And as you say, we probably haven't had that for a while. They're all good professional lads. You know, me and Mickey and Dale and Paul try and make sure what's done on the training pitch is right. They all feel they've got an opportunity. You're not going to be able to keep them all happy, but actually they wouldn't be a proper player if they were happy not playing. So we want them all chomping at the bit. But I think, you know, there'll be one more addition this week. Hopefully Mason Spence will come back to the club. But for the first time in a long time, I'm pleased with what we've got.
4th clean sheet out of 8 games, so I presume you're happy defensively at the moment?
Yeah, listen, last year it took us till, I think, I might be wrong, something like March the 7th to get our 2nd clean sheet of the season, you know, and then when I took over with the staff, we made a conscious effort to be harder to beat, and I think we did that at the end of last year. I was really disappointed that the games when we got beat, you know, Whitehawk we conceded 4, Chelmsford we conceded 4, Maidstone we conceded 3. So we want to make sure we're a little bit more resolute, and you know, Wealdstone were a threat today. You know, and I thought the boys dealt with it well. I think Dan's been a big influence in that, but I've got to give some credit to Adam Everett as well. You know, he's come back into the side, played 3 games, and I think we've looked a lot more solid with him in the side. So, you know, yeah, we're pleased with that.
And finally, any update on the ground?
Well, it's exciting. Every time you go training, more is done. You know, what we're concentrating on in the next few weeks is making sure the arena is right for the youth teams to play, which is massive for us now. You know, I've just said to somebody else, we're now trying to build a club, not just a team, and that is massive for us. And I think that if the supporters get behind that, we've got people working really hard behind the scenes. So we need to make sure that the club is right in the short term for the young kids teams to play there, and the electrics and the plumbing etc. are next bit to be done. But yeah, it's exciting, and from our point of view, we keep putting pressure on the chairman, but we're desperate to be back at Christmas.
Thanks, Tris.
You're welcome.